What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Where the Money At. And you know we keeping it rocking and rolling. We on episode 36 right now. You know we locked in on cryptocurrency. So today we're going to talk about a little bit of the price action that's been going on, why I continue to DCA and my feelings about the global economics playing into that. And then we're going to get into our favorite subject, cryptocurrency scams. So let's get right into it. Let me share my screen and let's dive right in. So let's look at CoinGecko here. And we have Bitcoin sitting at around 28,300. We have Ethereum sitting at around 1570, BNB sitting at 211, and XRP is sitting right under 50 cents at 49 cents. Not too much crazy price action, but we all know there was that large pump based off of the fake ETF news. And we talked about the ETFs here. It takes between 1 and 2 years. So let's be a little more patient. But what I want to talk to you guys about is this actual wick, the pump that sent the price up higher, that took Bitcoin from 27,000 all the way to 30,000. If that wick or that price movement made you fearful or excited or made you want to jump into the market or made you want to jump out of the market, then you're too involved with the price action and you need to take a step back. You do not need to be refreshing CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap's app 40 times a day checking the price action. Nothing is really going on right now. All it did was knock us above the 200-day EMA, which, you know what I'm saying, we could turn into support. But let's just look at some short-term price action to kind of understand where we could be going. And we'll do that using the Fib retracement. So with that last wick knocking us above the 0.236, we could stay in this area and be between 28,000 and 35,000. That looks like a good place for us to range for a little while, catch up. There isn't any significant price action there in the past, but we do have some resistance there that was around 28,000. So that could be, something that keeps us in that area for a range. But you know what I'm saying? It's not always about the price action, especially if you're not a trader, and I'm not a trader, so the day-to-day price action doesn't mean that much to me. But next subject, we are 2 subscribers away from 50 subscribers, so I'm going to go ahead and need y'all to subscribe real quick for me. Drop a like on the video, and if there's anything you want to discuss about this video, let's talk about it in the comments. So what I want to get into is just some markers to kind of understand where we've been and where we could go. Market cap ETH. Let's look at the total market cap of ETH. And here's something I want you to notice. We are at, where are we at right now? 190 something billion dollars. The point I want you guys to notice is at one point we were at $576 billion in market cap for ETH. And let's just look at one more. Cap SOL. And none of this is financial advice, by the way. At one point, SOL was at $80 billion market cap. And look where it is now. So if you want to take that as, there could be good opportunities within some of these coins, that's a fair argument. But my point is, what I want you guys to realize is we've had something at $500 million. And we know Bitcoin has reached astronomical levels, but we have altcoins, Ethereum, SOL, that have reached 80 billion, 500 billion. And what I want to stress to you guys is during the next run, and there will be another run eventually, we don't know when it's going to be, 1 year or 10 years away. We don't know. We don't care because we're executing a plan every day. Is there's going to be another coin to reach 80 billion in market cap. And there's going to be more coins that will surpass that. So what I want you guys to understand when it comes to looking at these coins and placing your bets is choose wisely. We're all guessing, but there is potential in the future for some of these projects to have really, really great valuations. And I'm not here to tell you which ones that's going to be. I'm here to talk about the space in general so you can stay paying attention, so you can hopefully find the project that does whatever it needs to do for you to get the results that you want. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's move on. Why I continue to DCA. What is DCA? Dollar cost averaging. And that just means you pick a certain amount of money, you pick a certain amount of time, and you invest at that point. Some people do it, you know what I'm saying? It's basically what you do with your 401k out of your paycheck. Every pay period, you put in a certain amount of money and you never miss it because you never see it. That's kind of what DCAing is like. I pick one day out of the month consistently, and I pick a certain amount of money and I invest it that day of the month. I'm not trying to hop in and out. I'm not saying that's the best strategy, and I'm not saying I'm gonna hit a home run and make millions and millions of dollars, but I will be invested, I will be involved, and it's a very risk mitigated way to get involved. But what I want to show you and what talk about is there is so much going on economically in America. We're knocking on the door of a recession. The average home price is high. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the millennial Gen X generation are trying to figure out how we're going to get on the property ladder is getting in real estate. The average price of a car is through the roof. You take the interest rates that we have combined with the average housing price, you know what I'm saying? Which we're all trying to figure this out. Then globally, tensions are high. We see what's going on in the Middle East and China and Taiwan and Russia, Ukraine. Tensions are very high. China has a real estate problem going on. America has a commercial real estate problem going on. So with all that being said, at some point, the market is going to turn around. And at some point, we will have more money coming into it. You know, either whether we turn that into, you know, war is good for the economy or whatever, and we come out of it on the other side, there will be prosperous days, which is why I continue to DCA. And because when it happens, it's going to catch everybody off guard, which is exactly what the market is made to do. So with me DCAing month by month, I won't be caught off guard, and I won't be in a panic to say I didn't get in or I want to throw more money in trying to time the market. I don't think I'm going to be the one that wins the game of timing the market. So I'm not going to play with it. So with that being said, I just want y'all to think about that. And here is a tweet from Hashlings NFT. I don't know if I follow this person or not, but I thought this was an interesting tweet. 2012, they had reached a high of $30 and it took off. You know, God candle, parabolic candle, straight up. 2016, it was at a high of 12,000 and it went straight to 20 grand. Then 2020, it went from 20 grand straight up to 70,000. And you notice all these are 4 years apart. So there's things you can take from this, and there's also things you want to take with a grain of salt from this. I'm not saying that in another 4 years in 2024 from here that this is going to, you know what I'm saying, do the same thing, you know, 4 years from now. But eventually, like these high points, the next one will dwarf these high points. And you don't want to miss out from that point because most people get into crypto during the high points. And they're throwing money everywhere and it's making money, and they may not necessarily know when to get out because they didn't have a plan coming into it. So what I want to point out is eventually, yes, these two mounds will be dwarfed in the future and we will reach new heights. Because there's only one situation where we don't, and that's the whole asset class goes to zero. And I am not of the camp that it's going to do that. So let's keep it pushing. Also, by the way, follow your boy on Twitter. Just got my first 100 followers. I post all my videos. We talk crypto. You know what I'm saying? I got real gang in there. But let's get to our favorite subject. You know I love talking about this. Cryptocurrency scams. So let's get into it. Suburban man indicted for complex fraud and crypto money laundering scheme. First and foremost, they are so nice referring to this gentleman as a suburban man. I wonder what would the headline be if I committed that crime? Oh, by the way, I couldn't find this guy's picture. No picture is on here. You know what I'm saying? I Googled it. You know what I'm saying? Like they treat him real sweet. You know what I'm saying? I gotta figure out who this guy is to get, you know what I'm saying, just in case I get in trouble in the future. Houston man, 36 years old, Sugarland resident, has been taken into custody on charges he fraudulently obtained and laundered more than $500,000. Jiao Fei Xian is set to make his initial appearance in court at 2:00. The 10-count indictment said that he fraudulently used a fraudulent power of attorney to gain access to victims' checking account, then allegedly arranged for $520,000 to be fraudulently wired out of the account. Bruh, having fraudulent power of attorney is absolutely crazy. And doing that to gain access to his victims' accounts, I don't know what arrangement they had. I don't know if they knew what they were getting into. I don't know if they didn't. But using a fraudulent power of attorney to get access to $500,000 is wild. And here's the dumbest part of it all. Shein tried to convert the proceeds into Bitcoin before moving it across multiple exchanges. See, here's my issue with people talking about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is good for fraud. No, it's not. It's the worst possible medium you could use for fraud because everything is on the blockchain. Every transaction you do is public. Like maybe I would have felt it or understood it if he used a privacy coin, but he used Bitcoin, the distributed public ledger, to move funds. Like that don't make sense. But you know what I'm saying? Let's just read the last little part of it. Sheehan is charged with multiple counts of wire fraud, money laundering, engaging in monetary transactions and property derived from unspecified unlawful activity, and aggravated identity theft. If convicted, he faces 30, 20, 10 years respectively. Give him all them years, bro, because there ain't nothing I hate more than a scammer. And by the way, they could have titled this. What I also want y'all to pay attention to is they could have titled this any type of, you know what I'm saying, fraud. They could have said identity theft fraud, money laundering fraud, money from unlawful activity fraud. But what did they give it the title of? Crypto money laundering, because he just used crypto after he did all that fraud. Like crypto is not the basis of this fraud. Crypto is probably actually how he got caught. Let's keep it a stack. But anytime any crimes happen and crypto is involved, they're going to throw that inside of the title. So I want you guys to watch out for that, to see how they're trying to paint the narrative of crypto. And I want you guys to understand the real technologies in these projects and what you're investing in, to see where the real good could be. Of course, there's going to be bad. Of course, criminals are going to use crypto for, you know, fraudulent things, but that's just the game. I feel like there's way more good to be had than bad, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to eat those words. But look, that's all we got for today, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Look, we almost at 50 subscribers. I need y'all to hit that subscribe button and let's get it past that, because after that, we're working on 100. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm going to holler at y'all.